Myself and Dylan Tibbetts, NRG. We have Archangel Cloud Delgatro 30 in here, and we are getting ready to broadcast some preset Xfinity race at Auto Club. Go ahead, say hi, guys.
Names?
What? Alright, I can probably start the timer now. Puddin is also our IRR. He's going to try not to let you guys hear what he's saying this time, I believe. Alright, time is going to everybody that's listening. It's on my screen already, it popped up. So something's working. We even got a message from someone already. Mountain Dew first. Serenity can hear Puddin, so Puddin is not on. Do not allow. So awesome, Puddin.
Ooh, good thing.
9 seconds left.
The ball already.
10 laps in this race, y'all would have heard some stuff.
1. You guys can accept our invite, so we're going to go blue screen, which means you at home can only hear my beautiful voice. Sorry about that. And let's see, now you guys should be able to hear everyone. Yeah, Puddin, calm down there, Hoss.
No, you're down.
And we're going to go ahead and join them.
Money Mike, I know you're watching. Your timer's ticking, bro. You better hurry up.
So let's see. Probably maybe I should look at the correct points to be able to give you a rundown of our leaders. We have probably your dad. I think that goes directly to NRG. He's our points leader with 101 points. He has a 2-point lead over Captain Jack and an 8-point lead over Young Boy Terrell. So those 3 are your cars to watch. That would be the 7, the 98, and the 20. Those are going to be your 3 cars to watch as we enter now. This is the final race of the first half of the season. This is race 4 of 8. And Dirty Boy Jackson, last week's winner at the Canadian Tire, is your pole sitter with Captain Jack outside of that. Over to you, Energy.
Well, them 2 guys plus Young Boy and our points leader, my dad. Those 4 have stood out to me every race that I've watched in this series. So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys. But this is also, we've seen last night with the preset cut guys, a lot of pack race, and we'll see if we see more of that tonight. Hopefully we do, because that race was fun to watch last night.
Well, most of the times you come here to Auto Club, you can normally wind up with a good pack, and especially with the talented drivers that we have in this field. I expect to see the same thing we've been getting here lately.
Oh, and there's no, I'm just kidding. I was going to say there's wreck. That would have just been great timing as you're trying to say the talented field. But yeah, definitely. There's, I think, 11 talented drivers out there, and we got a Puddin in the 07 car. So 12 drivers on the track here tonight.
Hey!
Coming out of 2.
Oh, there's the wreck. Oh, they saved it. And Puddin was the one down on the apron. Dirty Boy Jackson went from the front to the rear. Not from the back, but to the back. So, too soon. Captain Jack up here in the 98 Ford Mustang is now your leader in that underdog team, followed by not Cola, but that's a Mountain Dew car. I think he's driving for Shin Motorsports, followed by probably your dad in 3rd.
I'm surprised to see these guys kind of get into a line this quick. Wasn't expecting that, not one bit. I know the difference that we see between the... Yeah. All right. Well, it's not going to take long, I guess. It's very draft dependent. So as soon as you get a run on someone, these stages are short, and if you want stage points, you have to make moves pretty quick.
Yeah, quick rundown of the stage points. The top 5 drivers only get stage points, and the top 5 drivers here on the track seem to be breaking away from the rest of the field. And I think that's Puddin sitting in 6th, needing to catch these guys as soon as possible.
It won't stay like that. Them guys behind them are in a line. They're going to catch back up to these guys, and they are going to have to make one pit stop in the first 2 stages. So we had a lot of fun watching green flag pit stops last night in the preset race. Everyone did a pretty good job. We had a few hiccups here and there, but you're going to have that when you have a lot of people come down pit road. Arch, I heard you were about to say something.
Oh, no, you're good. It looked like your dad was going to stick it 3 wide down to 1 and 2. He's going to hug that bottom here in 3 and 4 and try and do the same thing, come down the front stretch.
We have 2 cars off pace. Looks like the 42 and another car. That would be Dirty Boy Jackson, caught the wall earlier, unfortunately. This side-by-side action up here for the lead is great. Mountain Dew holding off Captain Jack. Probably your dad has nowhere to go. The track is wide enough, so he actually has extra lanes to go. Puddin is taking out the 78 at Dime Bags back here for 4th. Oh, no, they saved it. I'm not sure where was it the 19? He was up there somewhere.
Yeah, he was. He got bumped out of the way. I think that was by Puddin on accident. I think Puddin washed up the track a little bit a couple laps back. But they saved it. Now he's got his teammate in front of him. That's HMS and Young Boy Terrell. Those are
3 wide for second.
I was gonna say, yeah, we got 3 wide for second right now as they're pushing the 5 as the 7 and the 7 collide.
Yeah, you got to take it a little easy on Puddin in scenarios like this. The last race that he got to watch here at Auto Club was the Custom Cup, and we all know how that went. So Puddin unfortunately took some lessons from the wrong people, but he is on a roll. He has gone from the rear to the front, so congratulations to Puddin. This might be the farthest up you go. Captain Jack in 3rd, Time Bags in 4th, and it looks like the 22 of the Oklahoma City Mexican has now moved into the top 5.
As we've definitely got an excited driver in our ear. Puddin, he's going for it, man. Send it, baby.
Speaking of green flag pit stop, these guys are only going to get 9 laps of fuel a run. 10 if you're right in the middle of the pack and you got the draft, but if you're a lead car, and as we see the 19 already signaling to go down to pit road, so I think he's going to be one to split the stage in half. I don't know if anyone else is going with him. I didn't see anyone else signaling.
Yeah, we did not see the international race car blinker signal on the backstretch for anyone but the 19. Oklahoma City Mexican is underneath the 07 of Puddin, but here up front, Captain Jack has made his way back to the front with Dime Bags pushing him. Mountain Dew now has fallen to 3rd place.
You hate to pit by yourself, but at least at the same time, you don't have to worry about someone running you over on the pit road.
Yeah, RJ Smitty out in YouTube land, he has a red face. Apparently he was outside getting sunburnt and he's mad about it. I don't know what that's all about. 42 is now signaled to go down pit lane. He used his blinker fluid. Might be running out here somewhere.
Well, I kind of expected Young Boy to do that after catching that ball and falling back. We know how fast he is if he can run his lines, so I think that's going to be really beneficial to him to be able to run his lap times and see what he can do to catch these guys through those transition pit stops.
Well, he probably could have started towards the front, but our CEO decided to destroy him in qualifying.
No, wrong person. He's talking about Dirty Boy. I destroyed Young Boy.
Oh, I thought he said the 20. My bad. But yeah, okay. 20 signaling, the 7 signaling, 5. So everyone's coming down this time. This is going to be exciting to see all these guys come down at the same time.
Also, just so we're clear, in qualifying, yes, I do participate in qualifying with these guys. I don't really get racy. I let the field go, and just so I can swap over the stuff. Anyways, in qualifying, there's no flags, so you don't have to slow down for pit lane. I chose to utilize that. Young Boy did not. He decided to brake and get down to pit road speed with me behind him. It didn't pan out too well for him. Anyways, back to this
all
racing.
these guys getting on pit road right here, man. They all did a hell of a job on there.
They definitely did. And we saw from a lot of these guys in the developmental series and stuff like that have worked their way up. We saw, 20 trucks get on the pit lane at one time at Talladega, so we know these guys can get on the pit lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these bigger tracks with pit road speeds, 55, where you're kind of hauling ass on the way into pit road, you tend to see some mistakes. It's going to happen. But when things go about as smooth as they can possibly go like that, you love to see it.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome to see.
Dirty Boy up here side by side with HMS. Seeing some guys. Sorry. Trying to scroll through and show you guys the racing. Trying to scroll through and show you guys the drivers on the track, but most of them are on pit road. So here comes Dirty Boy and HMS now as all the other leaders are coming off of pit road.
Now these guys are going to have 2 lap fresher tires, and there's more of them than there is the 2 of the cars that pit prior, so...
Yeah, definitely speed in numbers, but it looks like the 98 car is still the leader. That's Captain Jack, so he pitted up front. He comes out up front. He's got the newer tires. That's going to be positive for him.
That being said, we should have about 5 to 7 laps to go here, I think.
Yeah, so the leader is actually on pit road, but I'm sure when this all transitions out, as we just seen, there's the Puddin is now battling for second here with Dirty Boy. Man, if you take a shower, he could be clean boy. Here comes Young Boy coming third on the inside of Puddin' now. Mountain Dew riding around in the top 5 still. So those are your guys looking for stage points. So this is huge for these guys.
Squeezed them.
Yeah. Well, as we did see that 42, he did pit that a little bit early, and it has definitely helped him out, as we said, because he was running all the way in last.
Yeah, let's also... I also want to keep track of the fact that probably your dad is the points leader entering this race. He is in 6th. Captain Jack, second in points, is in the lead right now. So that would be a 5-point swing, which would put Captain Jack in the points lead after stage 1, with Young Boy also being in the top 5 would, well, now so is probably your dad. But yeah, Young Boy's making up some points here on probably your dad as well. So they definitely want to keep going as is right now if you're Captain Jack and Young Boy. Over to you, Delgatro.
Yeah, man, this is pretty good racing. What I liked about it was at the end of those pit stops, everyone came out within a second of each other, so that was pretty cool. But definitely using his time to learn for tomorrow's race, my first ever development race, so this will definitely help me for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow I think the development is Cup Series here at Auto Club, so that'll be an interesting one for those guys. If you guys haven't seen our development series, definitely tune in. It is some of our better racing. Let's see, so Puddin' now in 5th as Young Dirty Boy has gotten by him. Probably your dad moved up to 3rd, so your top 3 in points are sitting 1, 2, 3, just not in the same order. Let's see, who's that? The 22 of the OKC Mexican. He's trying to get up to these guys and try to get himself into a stage point position.
Young Boy, after starting towards the back, worked his way up to 2nd. Got 4 to go, so we're winding down on laps. These stages are short, as I mentioned moments ago. And there's a little bit of separation between these cars, but it looks like the 98 Captain Jack, man, he's definitely on his own level. We seen last week when he got out front at Canadian Tire, he was gone, and that was pretty much the story of last week. Whoever was that front car had the advantage, and it's starting to show here now too. We'll see if the 7 and the 42, or yeah, the 7 and 42. We'll see if they get lined up and try to catch him.
Not to brag, but if one of 8 winners last week at Canadian Tire, you know, I was one of them.
That is true, and it don't matter what series it is. A win is a win.
They don't come easy.
Whatever ways you can get them. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see. You know, there's going to be a big difference between the customs and the presets tonight. Presets here in stage 2. Well, when we get to stage 2, we're going to have to make a pit stop in all 3 stages minimum. In the customs, if somebody happens to have a 3-gear setup and can kick it into 4th and they decide to play that strategy, it's right on the edge of the fuel mark, so they might not actually have to pit if they're able to save 3 laps.
I really don't see that being a thing, man. I feel like you're going to lose too much time doing that here. If you have a good pit stop, clean pit stop, and you don't lose any time,
yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying that it is a strategy that somebody may try to pull. So definitely be aware of that when we get to the customs. Here in the presets, I don't see that happening, unless it's one of those scenarios where caution might come out in stage 3, you know, and just put them right outside that window. That might change it, but for the most part, I don't think pit strategy is really going to come into play too much tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of seeing what we did last night in the preset race, except, man, when them guys pit last night, it seemed like they all came out, kind of all got bunched back up, and you could tell who pit early, and we're able to tell who pit early here right now as we see the 19 struggling.
We are with Boom Vision right now out here with the 98 car looking back at Young Boy Terrell. He's catching in strong. Yeah, they're there. I believe they're coming to 2 to go this time by 2, so definitely those guys are there. There is an opportunity for somebody else to get this stage win other than that 98 car.
I don't see the 98 car.
All right, so again, my numbers are absolutely horrible in the booth.
All right, Puddin' with some stage points here, and our 4 point leaders, the top 4 guys in points, finish 1 through 4 here.
Dimebag's got 4th? No, Young Boy got... No, top 3 in points. Probably your dad, Captain Jack, and Young Boy.
Oh, I thought you said Dirty Boy was...
Dimebags is 4th in points. Dimebag won last week, so that's why we brought him up. But no, he's sitting... Dirty Boy's 7th in points. Our in-race reporter just called himself Dirty, as he said, Captain Jack, Young Boy, probably your dad, Dirty Puddin'. So, yeah, definitely interesting.
Puddin' really wants us to let you guys know that he got a stage point there.
Breaking news, Puddin' has received stage points for stage 1. We are now getting into stage 2. Captain Jack is your leader. We'll start with the boom vision.
Not a dull moment here in the booth, I'm telling you that. At least I'm in a better mood in the booth tonight than I was after the race last night. I was straight up not having a good time.
You know, and I feel like some people might enjoy you straight up not having a good time when you're talking to them. But yeah, definitely out here on the track, we have Young Boy on the outside. Probably your dad trying to get into 2nd in that number 7 blue and white Chevy Camaro. I don't like this vision at all. So we're going to change that. Let's ride along with probably NRG's dad, 3. In the 7 car, here comes Puddin' in the 07 car. Looking strong out here for that 07 of Puddin'.
Wonder if we can... No, but I'm sitting here wondering, like, I wonder if I can talk him into changing his name. Oh, the 42 and Puddin' got hooked together there. There was nothing they could do. Puddin' got hooked.
They were trying to bump draft, but being one's a Toyota and one's a Chevy, it just didn't line up very well. Now, if Puddin' was in a Ford, like we've all been trying to get him to be, that would have worked out perfectly. Puddin' had some choice words when I mentioned him in a Ford in the background, so sorry about that, guys. If we were quiet, and you may have heard him, hopefully not so much. Back up front, the battle is for 2nd. Young Boy Terrell on the inside of probably NRG's dad. Dimebag's putting himself back in the pictures. He's running in 4th in that 78. No sponsored, no team. Black Chevy Camaro. Somebody has something on in the background. I don't know who that is, but hopefully it's Puddin'.
Quit it! Still there. I'm gonna find it. Okay, it sounds like
I'm gonna say that it was somebody in this chat. 3 wide battle for 3rd. Young Boy Terrell going for the lead under the 98 car, the 20 Toyota for Mr. NRG, his team. They have now taken the lead here at the 5 wide and Furious Auto Club Speedway race.
Booger McFarland in the chat saying whoever was making that noise on the microphone was probably making that noise.
Facts. Facts. Yeah, so
it was me, sorry.
You gotta love the Booger McFarland. Yeah, he's got some good knowledge when it comes to these NASCAR races.
Yeah, when it comes to common sense, you can't really beat what he has to say. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, and if you disagree, then you're probably part of the problem. Ooh, 19. Yeah, he had the 42 underneath him.
Paw Bear wants to know, why do these guys not hook up with each other in the back to get to the front? It's early. You might have different strategies going on amongst these guys. And
somebody's mowing the grass back there. Who is that?
Dark Knight's in the later race. Puddin' in the 07 has gone around. He catches the 23 of Fletch D. No caution.
I laughed so hard from that joke, man. Like, that was perfect.
It looked like Puddin' got in a little steep, and then he could have probably saved it, but he got a bump from the 23 that just absolutely sent him. There was nothing he could do there.
What was the words for Puddin', man? Just stay calm. You know, this stage is going to come to an end. You got stage 3, and you know you got a good whip.
I'm sitting here watching Puddin' right now. It looks like he's rolling out the yoga mat there on the passenger side of the car. I think he's going to try to calm down here at the end of stage 2. I know I wouldn't be happy. Just a mistake.
Oh, Booger McFarland just told me, just rung me in the ear, if you spin out and the caution does not come out, you're probably in trouble for stage points. So thank you for that, Booger McFarland. Captain Jack looking for the lead under the 20 right now of Young Boy Terrell. 78 trying to get underneath the 7 of probably NRG's dad. These guys are looking strong up here, all 4 2x2, 2 rows deep for the lead. So definitely joyful to see this kind of racing.
These 4 cars have checked out.
Trinity said that a Ford is what wrecked Puddin. Apparently that's what happens when somebody dislikes the manufacturer that much.
We should be seeing green flag pit stops here.
Puddin's off pit road right now.
Yeah,
a few laps.
I actually like that
the 20
strategy.
signaling, the 7 signaling. We're seeing a few guys coming down right here. I think the 19. Well, the 20 might not be able to get down there unless Dimebags gives them space.
I think 78 tried to signal.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Guys, I do want to point out, and I have the camera on that 78 car, that nobody wanted to pit, so apparently they were doing a Keystone NOCO backstretch move. They're not actually pitting. But Dimebags, the 78, he's racing for a ride as his drivers, or his captain has decided to release him at the end of this race. So right now that unsponsored, unteam affiliated car is out here just trying to get himself a ride for next week. So Dimebag's doing everything he can, and he's having a good showing as he's sitting here in second right now.
Yeah, now we see these 3 guys in the lead here. They're signaling the pit, so we'll see all 3 of them come down. Hopefully, they can do it for them. Oh, okay, the 20 must have faked him out.
78, I'm not so sure he got down to speed there. He looked a little loose once he caught the apron. I'm not so sure he got down to speed. 23 of Fletch D on pit road. Fastlane, this is his first race here in the preset Xfinity, as he was just recently moved up by the Canuck team. Just doing a quick scroll through the field while we're on this pit cycle, guys. That's all. Mountain Dew in this 5, he's shown nothing but good things. He's not up there in the point system right now. However, he's done really well since he's been moved to this series. Keep in mind, he was a preset Cup driver, switched over to Shin Motorsports, and Shin decided they wanted to put him in the preset Xfinity, and he's doing well out here.
I tell you what.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, didn't Dimebags finish second in points last year in the trucks?
Yeah, whatever series he was in, he was the top 3. I remember writing his name down in the top all the time.
Yeah, I think it was trucks he's finished second in points.
The young boy's on pit road now. We'll see where he comes off. He's going to have pressure tires, and we've seen how that played off again in stage 1. We'll see. Maybe he's going to take 2 here. I don't know. He got into pit road like perfectly, and he's off. So I'm thinking he took 2 here. We'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to hurt him though, because Dimebags, probably your dad, young Dirty Boy Jackson, and Captain Jack up here, they're all running nose to tail. Not a lot of action side by side, but it looks like they're going to be drafting together, as the 78 now of Dimebags should be your leader, as they just got by 30
20 is still
young boy.
The 20 is the leader, and he has
on the backstretch.
humongous
Yeah.
lead.
So
He's got the whole backstretch.
definitely use pit
took
strategy
2.
or no tires. I was with a few guys and practicing earlier, and as long as you could run 5 laps or left, you could actually manage to go no tires.
Well, I'm thinking here though, like you know,
As the captain, you told him
he was running hard. I didn't really talk to him a whole lot today. He just asked. He just wanted to confirm we were at Olive's first thing this morning. I told him, yep. Haven't really talked to him since. I trust his decision making. He's been strong every week. So
yeah, definitely there was some strategy there. The other guys will catch him depending on how many laps are left. Puddin', can you give me a number count? Lap count? 11 of 14, so we got 4 to go, coming to 3 to go at the line this time by.
Oh, they got no chance. He's definitely, as long as he keeps his car straight and doesn't do anything to hurt himself, he should have this stage in the bag.
Yeah, it's going to really depend on whether or not they get racy. I think, you know, if they actually singled out, they might be able to get within a couple car lengths. I don't think they'll quite catch him for the race win, but at the same time, at this point, you got to just figure you're fighting for second as far as the stage points are concerned. So you definitely got to start making moves and battling that 78 car right now.
I wish you guys could hear that. We got some giggity karaoke going on with our IRR Puddin' right now. He's doing a beautiful job. I wouldn't suggest inviting him to your local karaoke bar, but
Puddle's in the end of stage 2. Jimbo Earnhardt out there in our YouTube land, he said Chocolate Myers says, so Booger McFarland took a break tonight. Chocolate Myers says if you take 0 tires and everyone else does take tires, you will get off pit road quicker. So Chocolate Myers also with the brains up there on YouTube. Gotta love it.
Definitely a fan favorite in the comment section every race, that is for sure.
Oh, man.
To those that don't know,
what.
Jimbo, if you guys remember in our endurance race this last Saturday, first race he's ever had that's ever been associated with Giggity, and Jimbo Earnhardt come in and won the Daytona race for the endurance series this last Saturday. So an Earnhardt did get to go back to victory lane at Daytona. This is the last lap now.
I don't think Young Boy's lost any time on the guys in front. I mean, he's just cruising. Did you stay on the lead lap here? All right, good deal. Not that it mattered, you'd be able to get it back.
Battle is for third, and I don't know.
Right.
Unbelievable. Finish at third.
All right, P break.
So somebody won, somebody got second, and somebody got last in that stage. So kudos to all these drivers out there.
I know that one.
Yeah, the 20 of Young Boy Terrell won the stage. I know the 78 got second. Captain Jack third. Probably your dad got fourth, and Dirty Boy in fifth.
Steinbach's in that number 2 spot, man. He just gets hand in hand with it.
Hunty out there in YouTube land wants to know why I did not win the endurance race and I wrecked on the last lap. Probably the same reason your strategy last night did not win you the race and you came up just short. Back to this racing. Young Boy Terrell in that 20 with another stage victory. And we've gone Mike Silent up here. Look at us doing a great job as a broadcast booth.
I was trying to eat some dinner, man. We got a long night ahead of us as we got these customs coming up next too. As we're trying to.
They pushed time up the track.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah, he got a little bit washed up right there. He's got a strong car though, and we still got at least one pit stop to this stage. So expect to see him get his way back.
Actually, there's like 3 pit stops in this stage, minimum.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, pit stops.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was me. I think I'd come down pit road right now and then just run around in 4th gear, coming off pit road the rest of the time. Just not pit. Maybe go a couple laps down, but screw it.
Yeah, no, that sounds absolutely horrible. But also 4th gear, that sounds like a good strategy to be in 4th gear. So are all the other cars that are up to speed. So that's good. Unless one of them has a 5th gear.
Everybody but the 19 and the 20 should try that out. I'm just saying. We tried it out in team practice last week, and it actually worked out. But we were practicing for the other teams, and it turns out that that's actually a pretty good strategy for everybody else but the 19 and 20.
Dirt Dog, we're going to have to mute you out there. You're cheering for Shin. He definitely raced last night. He's not in this race.
I thought that was Spaghetti that raced last night.
Who the hell is Spaghetti?
Robert Spaghetti in the Serenity Racing. Number...
I like it.
He is in our YouTube land somewhere. We got 26 live viewers for this preset race. Gotta love how we keep getting... We got 26. Gotta love how... Oh, 35 car fast lane goes around. Wow, there is an echo in this chat. I'm just kidding. That echo was NRG copying his father.
Whoa!
Whoa, son.
We're about to be 3 wide for the lead here. There is no caution. Hopefully these guys know they're 3 wide. I know the 98 knows because he was the last one to tuck in there. 5 knows, but
the 7 trying to make it 4 wide. Nope, he thinks better of it.
Now, scrolling through the field here, a couple guys that we haven't talked much about. Fletch, I know he had the run-in with Puddin there at the end of the beginning of the second stage.
I think he was the car that got into the 35. I think he's the one that got involved with that 35 incident there just a little bit ago.
I would say that's probably accurate. The two guys that are not a part of the main pack were probably the guys that were involved in that wreck.
That is a booger stat.
Confirm that. I want to make sure Booger McFarland confirms that, because you know he has way more common sense than I do, and I'm not going to deny that.
Facts. So here we go. Puddin has made his way back up into the top 5. He's now gotten around dime bags for that 5th position. The battle is still up front, though, as Captain Jack now has taken the lead back from the young boy on the inside. And here comes young boy with the crossover on the backstretch, trying to get the lead. Dives it down into 3. Slides up just a hair in front of him. Yeah, a little bit of contact. They're just saying, hey, I'm still here.
That was definitely productive.
Yeah, that's how you get somebody going again. If they're going a little slower than you want them to in front of you, just get them going again. That's all you got to do.
But that second group, man, they're catching back up. We're up to, ooh, we see dime bags in the wall. Them bumps going into turn 1 are treacherous, man. Especially, they're easier to take out of play with the custom cars, just because you can set your bumps and rebounds to kind of settle the car down rather than bounce all over the place. I know that can be an issue, especially with these presets.
Yeah, and if you hit bumps entering corners, your car does bounce up and down a little bit and makes it uneasy going into the corners.
We need more confirmation.
No, that one's not even booger. That's straight Taddy info right there.
Whoa! Okay.
That's fake
Looks
news.
like the 5 and who was that just went mowing the grass? Straight up not having a good time down there. It's not where you want to be.
22 OKC Mexican mowing the grass.
Yeah,
They
well,
probably
I've heard
caught a
that's
bump.
not the fastest way around the track. I mean, that's what I've been told.
It depends on what type of track you're on. We have seen road courses, the grass is the faster way around the track. So here comes 98 on the inside of the 20. Oh yeah, over to you, Delgastro.
I'm just saying 3-5 for the lead, man. It's getting intense up here.
Yeah, it is. They're 4 wide, about to be 80 wide, I think.
If only there was 80 cars, they might do that.
I will say the grass thing last night, with damage on the custom races, last night there was a huge wreck coming off 4. So I decided to take the grass route to avoid the entire wreck and just stay in the throttle, and it worked out. So, I mean, it's not a bad way to go sometimes.
Sometimes you just got to take the shortest way around the track, and the grass happens to be down there.
Yeah, there is a strip of concrete down there along the wall. If you can, drift off 4, just kind of hit it, just like Richmond's got it too.
Yeah, when
NRG's passing the grass.
When you're saving fuel, you actually want to take the shortest way around the track, and the grass happens to be the shortest way to do that. So maybe that was a fuel strategy move there by the 22 earlier.
Oh wait, there isn't a strip of concrete. I thought there was.
No, this is not Michigan. Michigan, there is.
There is one in Richmond too.
All of the information that NRG just gave you is fake news. So up here at the lead, we have the 20 of Young Boy Terrell, followed by probably your dad. And Dimebag still sitting in 3rd. Looks like the 20 is getting ready to come to pit lane, or somehow get a bump and got really loose.
Looks like the 42 signaled as well. We'll see.
Breaking.
The Mark Martin fan would know that about Michigan, man, with as many times as he won there.
I mean, I wasn't. Oh, everyone's coming, and half of them didn't even signal.
They're touching. Everywhere. They're touching me.
I think about 2 of them guys signaled to come down pit road, and the rest of them didn't. But
The Dean Clabbett out there in YouTube land wants to find out. He's got a question for one of our broadcast members. He wants to know: did you really avoid a wreck last night, Nana?
Surprisingly, yes, I avoided 1. The rest of them I got caught up, and well, I had enough. And that question gets you unparked for this week, so.
Yeah, I told him earlier, he mentioned he didn't want to get parked and other people have taken his job, so he's old news now with the parking. Fast lane out here, he's decided to stay on the track, not pitting. OKC Mexican is now on pit road. Here comes all of the leaders coming off of pit road now.
I've seen everyone on the same strategy. Do you think, are we going to see more of that, or do you think eventually, we still got at least 2 more pit stops? You think there's going to be a little bit different strategy on these last 2, maybe?
I think that what we're probably going to see is the 3rd pit stop is probably going to be where it differs. Except for, again, the 35 was farther back, the 23, those guys stayed out on the track. They might be pushing it to the limits, maybe trying to minimize.
They're just waiting for a caution.
They're hoping and praying, yeah.
I get it. I can relate.
They carry Underwood it, and they currently have Jesus taking the wheel, hoping for those cautions. Guys, Captain Jack is just now exiting pit road, so he was the last taker on pit road. Oh, well, okay, so he tried pitting before with everyone else, and his car said no. So Carrie Underwood did not help him.
If he tried to get down and slowed down, but I mean, honestly, he'll have fresh tires. It might work out for him. We know he's been fast. He's not going to have any draft help. Maybe depends on where he comes out, but
he's on the track. That's where he's going to come out, right onto the track.
Yeah, he's straight up not having a good time, man.
Yeah, just trying to help you out that after pit lane, you do get back on the track. Puddin is asking for a giraffe in my ear right now. I'm not sure what a giraffe would do for him.
On the track watching this, will you slow the hell down and pick him up, please?
Only the top 4, he says.
Oh, that's an animal giraffe.
That's awesome.
Captain Jack's behind the 23 here of Fletch, and he's going to get around him pretty easily. He's probably pretty upset there. Had a good car all evening.
Yeah, let's keep in mind that's what happened to him last week also at Canadian Tire. He had the car to beat, and then he himself made a mistake, and that's what cost him the race. And looks like same things happen here tonight, trying to get onto pit road. 26 laps remaining.
Laps to go. Oh, Echo again.
Echo. Holy spaghetti, Robbie Serenity.
Colonel Spaghetti.
Battle is for second right now. Is Dirty Boy going on beneath Dimebags?
NRG's dad is pushing him below. He's got that extra car helping, so he's definitely going to make that move. But Dimebag's fighting tough on it outside right there, guys.
I'm sitting here thinking 26 laps. Some guys might have to pit
3 times. That's what you're thinking. I'm thinking that all the people that didn't practice and didn't realize the lap count and how far you can make it, probably going to have to make an extra pit stop.
Well, and when you get shuffled out by yourself and you can't say gas, so, you know, if you're in the pack and you have to let up and back the corners up, you know, you're going to save more gas doing that. But
yeah, and you're going slower because you're
separated.
Yeah, when you lift off the gas longer than everyone else, you are going slower and saving more fuel. That is very, very accurate there, Energy.
I quit. I hate it here.
And we're back to Energy not having fun, so the good Energy is in the booth with us now.
Yeah.
42 Dirty Boy Jackson underneath the 7 of probably Energy's dad. That is for 3rd place. But all this battling that they're doing from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is letting that 20 car walk away with this one.
Yeah, I'm still having more fun than I did last night, I promise.
When you were avoiding that one wreck.
That was actually the highlight of my race. I mean,
we got another race back here with the Puddin' and the HMS and the 19. We haven't talked about him a whole lot except for when he had some incidents earlier in the race. But this is the battle for, I think, 5th place between these 3. So good seeing all 3 of these guys really running up there. But I do know there's only 12 cars in this race, so all of them are guaranteed a top 15. So there is positives no matter how your race goes tonight.
Yeah, I want to be in the booth with a custom race, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, I can't. I got prior obligations.
Yeah, and we heard you in the booth last week while you were trying to be a captain and a broadcaster, and that didn't go over so well.
Yeah, I don't like doing that because, you know, it's nice to have a spotter. Like last night was the first time in a race, like, me and Celtics both had spotters, not for the help because we wrecked everyone. We both probably should get docked 5 points, but...
Breaking news, NRG and Celtics will be dogged. I'm just kidding. Via the captain's words. Yeah, the team parked. Yeah, I was practicing with Celtics yesterday. I got really excited when he joined. I've been wanting to park people for a while. And Celtics joined, and I let him know that's probably what's going to happen. But unfortunately, he raced me clean during those practice sessions, so I couldn't. Back to the race. Probably your dad's still right here behind Dimebags. Not a whole lot of action.
That 20 has definitely handled himself well and been able to keep a big gap between him and these next 3 cars.
I think they are catching him though, don't you think?
I think that they're not catching him. Not to disagree with you, but I disagree completely. They're still battling back there, and they're not. entering the corners, probably your dad's going a lot lower than Dimebags, and if you know, in order to catch him, you really got to just realize what line Dimebags is using and follow
20's
that
coming
line.
down pit road this time.
Yeah, it looks like the other three are too. So the leader's staying on the same strategy, or they're just using the apron.
I tell you what.
Hello, Noco. RJ Smitty. Tom Horton doesn't know how to spell Noco. It's a 4-letter word, man.
Ooh, and I will say, Youngboy got in there pretty hot, and we'll see if he got a penalty. It's hot.
That car's hot.
Shout out to D Smith out there. And he's probably running some laps, getting ready for the race that we have coming up right after this. We got the custom guys going out.
Charlie Irwin,
We'll
there
if,
are less than 100 laps to go. How many laps you got left there, Puddin'? 11 laps remain right now, so we're still... Oh, anybody that's
They're going to have to save fuel.
I don't know. Anybody that's on the track right now, I'm seeing Captain Jack still hasn't pit. He was practicing... Yeah, he was practicing some fuel strategy in practice earlier. So 11 to go. If you're pitting on 11 to go, so when you pit, there's 10 to go while you're on pit lane, you could actually make it here. So Captain Jack pitting now as he would be coming to 10 to go. So that could be interesting right there.
If I'm these guys that just came down pit road, man, knowing how spread out things are, and we haven't, I mean, we had, what, one, did we have any cautions, or did we have one?
Well, yeah, we had cautions. So we did indeed have 2 cautions.
So the
They're
yellow
called
flag
stage
didn't
breaks.
come out, we had no cautions.
Yes, they did. They're called stage breaks.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, with these guys that just pit now, hell, I'd get it to just under the fuel window, come down, your tires will still be at like 98%, take 2 tires, top off, and go the rest of the way.
Yeah, what I would try to do is make sure that there is enough fuel in the car to make it to the end of the race. Yeah, I agree with that. 19, so Puddin', our in-race reporter, is absolute horrible at telling the numbers on his screen. There's 19 to go, so that fuel strategy is out the window.
Yeah. So we're going to have to call this the smart-ass 75 or, you know, something along them lines. I can't take too much more of this.
Well, you're going to have to, man.
Something's gone awry in the 19 car. I think he's done run out of fuel. He's going very slow on the backstretch.
Anybody that's listening in that's on the track, if you guys could help a guy out and push that 19 to pit road, that would be...
I think that's illegal. I think it's illegal. Maybe he's not out of fuel. I think he's just saving because he actually chose not to pit there. So he was just saving fuel on these straightaways, letting everybody go.
I tell you what, I've done a lot of league racing with him. He is pretty good at saving fuel. We'll see if it pays off. I didn't really chat with him either too much today. I invited both of them to the party before you asked me to come to the booth tonight, but they both just...
El Parco out there said they were saving. He is saving fuel. Who do you have as the leader, Puddin'?
It'll be the 20.
Okay, the 20 has an outstanding lead right now.
Yeah, he's straight up having a good time. He's on a... Well, it's not Sunday, so I guess we'll change that one up. This is a Thursday drive, I guess.
Yeah. This is just your average ride to 7-Eleven.
It's probably a Thursday.
Yeah, it comes.
Oh, I heard it.
Thursday's the 5th day of the week, man.
Who the hell, honestly?
I mean, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Literally on the calendar, Thursday is the 5th day of the week.
Monday.
Well, I disagree with him, alright?
Maybe Energy was talking about the 4th work day of the week. I don't know, but for people that work 7 days a week, that's still wrong, so I got nothing for you. Young boy Terrell has a commanding lead out here. Probably your dad and somebody else are in 2nd and 3rd.
I bet if you ask my dad, I bet he agrees with me. He's the one that taught me.
I actually disagreed with you. Dirty Boy is the car in 3rd. Not sure what happened to Dimebags, but Dimebags is nowhere on this screen. Assuming he's still in 4th. Yeah, they all pitted, and then they got separated under pit. So thank you for that, Angel. Delgatro, over to you. What do you got? What are you watching? All right, 15 to go. we're looking at a guaranteed at least one more pit stop, possibly two. So interesting to see how this is all going to pan out. Dimebags is back here with the 23 of Fletch. Fletch, we seen, was in that earlier incident with the mowing the grass with another car. So I'm not sure what happened to that 78. Angel says he might have pitted for his final time, but they're outside their final pit stop window. So
It was like 8 ago, isn't it?
he just said 15.
Attention all drivers, if you want roasted in any race, all you gotta do is ask for me and Taddy to be in the booth, except for Wednesday nights.
Actually, I'm starting to think that Wednesday nights also I would like to just, I'd be on the track and still roast everyone live.
Yeah, I think we don't. Sorry, Puddin'. I mean, you can be the one person in the booth, but then me and Taddy will just be the IRRs, except also in the booth.
No, you still have to be the
too,
broadcaster, so you can show all the other cars while we're wrecking. Don't be on our car. Over here, Dirty Boy Jackson is still fighting hard for second, but they're not fighting hard for first, as Young Boy has decided this is his race to lose. He's still going to have to hit his marks, getting in and off pit lane. Maybe some strategy with some two-tire. I don't see that as its full fuel runs. Yeah, Young Boy's sitting pretty right now.
Yeah.
I think someone's out of fuel.
I am definitely incapable of being an in-race reporter.
Scrolling through the field here, looks like the 19 still in fuel conservation mode. 35 of fast lane on pit lane now.
He's gonna lose a ton of time doing that, man. I mean, I maybe it'll pay off. We've seen Hunty try something a couple weeks ago at Dover.
Well, it's about 40 seconds per lap, 40 and a half
And it
seconds.
looks like the 20 is going to come down right now.
So our leader on pit road. But yeah, it's like a 40-second deal. So if you can, if you can save the one lap of fuel that you need within 40 seconds on track time, then I mean it's worthwhile to attempt it. You are going to lose some track time. The leader will probably still get back around you. But if you're one of those guys running 7th, 8th, I guess it doesn't hurt to try and maybe come up with a Hunty finish, aka second.
Definitely looks like your dad.
But I tell you what, had he pit with that 24 last night, it might have been a drag race. But
I agree.
Either way, it was a good finish. He sent me a page of like 4 different strategies he was going to try, and I said, well, it's all going to depend on when the cautions come out. So, but I told him, I said, I trust your decision making. I suck at saving fuel, and I suck in general. So, I just run balls to the wall and try to wipe out as many people as I can for track position. And,
We've seen it live, yeah.
Yeah, so literally, I hit my lag switch button, make sure I lag into people, and I'm not sorry about it.
That switch comes with the Titans 5000.
Well, you have to be associated with somebody that's, a stock buyer there in the Titan 5084 community. There's a few of them out there.
So this is actually interesting. I'm hearing Puddin' in my ear. He pitted, and when he did, he come out and said he was going to be about 2 laps short. 2 laps later, the 98 car come to pit road. So I'm really interested. Like I said, he was practicing all day that fuel strategy. We've seen him running up front. He had that incident. I'm really thinking that he went into fuel conservation mode.
I think if he was trying to come down in pit road, I think honestly he might have caught a break. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we're winding down laps. But that 20 car, I mean, he's in a commanding lead. We'll see if, I don't like these fuel conservation races. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect it, but if you're the 98, I actually think that what happened, I don't think he was trying to do the fuel conservation. I think that when he missed pit road that time, and it made him go around the track 1 extra lap,
yeah, you have to
it kind of offset it. And I think that because of that, he's doing it. And, unfortunately, if it works out for him, unfortunate for somebody like the 20 who's dominated this race, but I mean, kudos to somebody to realize that you got to do something to make up the difference. I don't know if it's a race-winning move still.
With that. I mean, sometimes a single small incident will completely change how you have to race. And we see the 19 coming off pit road. I believe that's going to put him a lap down.
Yeah. Yeah, when the leader passes you, that does usually put you a lap down, yeah.
Okay, first of all, I want to call you so many things I'm not allowed to call you right now. But as soon as we're off air, I'm going to let you have it there, bud. But we did see the 19 saving fuel too, and we know the 20 is going to have to pit again, so maybe that's going to pay off for him. I don't know.
And I think the 19 will get his lap back
probably
then,
give us
yeah.
a little bit better insight than what we're able to get right now.
Is it-
Where you at?
I think in the YouTube land it's Jimbo McFarland. Are you out there, Jimbo?
Delgacho, man, what's going on, dude? We ain't heard too much of this, buddy.
I know, man. I've been listening to you guys, man. This is funny. This is awesome.
I tell you what, we're going to let you have the whole next lap. You go ahead and take her away, and
Heck yeah.
Oh, Lord, I don't know about that. All right. I guess I'll take a lap at the 20 car.
Oh.
He just screwed up turn 3 and 4. I think he's out of
What?
saving fuel.
well, I think the 19, he just passed the 20, so if I'm correct, after Caddy's previous statements, I believe the 19's now back on the lead lap.
Yeah, way to let Delgatro have a whole lap. You gave him half a corner.
Well, he missed the important part there. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I was going with it. I was like, all right, you can have it.
Back to you, Delgatro.
All right. I mean, 20 car left the 7 in the dust, man, and once again, nothing else really much is happening. Going through the field, and once again, nothing's happening. So I don't know. 20 car though, he's dominating this race.
He's definitely saving fuel.
All right, guys. So you heard it here live. Nothing's happening except for drivers turning left. Putting the 98 and the 5, they seem to have a boring little battle as nobody's making any moves. Putting, what position is that for?
Captain just passed me because I was trying to save a lap. This is 456. That wasn't. I let Captain find you and say.
So
Excuse the
Puddin
hell out
said a
of me.
lot of words, and the
Looks
answer
like
is
the 20's
Captain
coming
Jack
down
just
pit
took
road
4.
unless I don't know if the 20's just trying to run down there to save fuel, or if he's going to come and try to top off. I doubt it. I think he's going to save.
I'm going to be a lap short. Put up. I'm going to was going to Mitchie.
Alright, you heard it here first. Well, you didn't, but we did. Puddin said, you know what, screw it.
With different
He's
words,
going to
yes.
send it. Do what?
With different words, yeah, absolutely. He said, screw it, we're going to send it. He basically
Yeah.
did every type of language you could use except for what you're doing in the broadcast chat. So,
He even used Portuguese. Didn't know that Puddin do it.
Yes.
Oh, what were we going to say, Delgacho?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying the 20 car is going extremely slow. It's conserving me to the max.
Well, I think everyone behind him is too. I mean, he's got like an 80-second lead.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a young boy Terrell, it does not hurt you to save. And you were able to give your teammate a lap back, so that's positive.
And he already doesn't have to pit. And there's going to be other guys that are either going to run out or have to pit. So,
Second with 4 to go. Got 3 laps of fuel. I am totally like
4 laps to go.
right.
Puddin has moved himself.
I'm in second though.
Puddin's in second.
Prove this is a point that this
Get the
Hey,
camera.
Puddin, per usual, they can hear you on YouTube.
just let y'all know.
yeah, we need a sensor button here in the booth. I'm not sure how much one of them costs, but we need to get one.
Puddin, go ahead and
His
speak.
9 bags is going to go around the leader here. I don't know if that's for position.
No, it's not, because
Puddin
Puddin
is
said
the
he was in
second.
second.
Well, never mind.
Oh, they're banned.
First running into you for the 18 last 2 races.
Whoa, no. Alright, so word in here. Puddin has beef with my dad. That's not cool.
He said,
Father's
"Hi."
Day just happened on Sunday.
He said, hello, probably beep, Dad. We got a
You see
sensor
the
button.
7 car waving. I don't know if that's if he's waving number 1.
He's doing the
or-
Chase Elliott symbol.
I can't see. Someone got binoculars?
He's doing the Chase Elliott symbol.
He's giving him the bird.
And there's that
Puddin
awkward
straight up,
silence.
I
cam.
think some of these guys are gonna fuck. Oops.
Beep,
Good save.
beep.
We're gonna find.
Running out of fuel, so I mean, cannot hurt to save here.
Yeah, I definitely think somebody will win this race, and somebody else will run out of fuel.
I'm not sure if anyone's gonna win this race.
I don't know, man.
I'm not even kidding. I know. I want to lose everything I had up to the top 9. But, yep,
All right, the 07 is out of fuel.
Interesting strategy to be out of fuel and go to the top side of the track. 07 said he's not going to pit, and he changed his mind, decided to pit.
Oh, he spun it.
Dirty boy Jackson in the 42 looks like he's coasting. 98 seems to be up to speed. Interesting. The 7 is coasting. 19 is coasting.
What? It looks like the 20. He's going really slow right now. I don't know. How many laps are we on the last lap? Or we got? The 7 is. Oh, the 20's out of fuel.
It's the last lap.
Yeah, 20's out of fuel. What? Well, they say if you come down the pit for fuel and you spit on P road. I hate it here. I'm done. I'm leaving.
Oh man.
Awesome.
We're gonna be pilot moment right there.
Guys, I don't know who's winning. To anybody out there, I have no idea who's winning, but the race looks like it's over. The 98 and the 5 are going slow.
Come on, young boy.
So
Booger McFarland's ever said P. So
somebody did
we're
win the
gonna have
race. Who won the race? Was it the 20?
No, the 20 finished third.
The 20 finished third?
I think so. I don't know. Puddin', give us a rundown, will you?
We're just waiting
across the
on.
finish line.
We're waiting on the 07 to get off pit road, and then we'll give you guys a rundown.
Oh, he's off pit road. He's in turn 3 and 4.
Captain Jack, probably your dad, Mountain Dew.
Captain Jack with the race win, followed by probably your dad and Mountain Dew.
Captain Jack, Mountain Dew, and probably gonna wreck somebody. I mean, you're dead.
All right, so Captain Jack, Mountain Dew, probably NRG's dad. Interesting. We're gonna blue screen for a second.
I know the 20 is heat. I hate these fuel mileage races, dude. But like I said, that 98. I don't know if he missed pit road or if he.
It's blue screen. It's blue screen. I can't hear you. I was just letting you know.
Can I still cuss? Can I cuss now?
No. Let's see. I'm struggling here to find. Somehow I don't feel like
Dime bags with
Puddin will be back here for the customs race.
Oh, UK Wildcats. He snuck in there.
Oh, I sent him an invite.
He was so fast for him to know he was over.
Yeah, he texted me. He said, "You sent him an invite?" I said, "Yeah, as long as you stop running that dang DUI car."
He said never.
All right, so here in the booth we have Sir Captain Jack. Captain Jack, is your voice set to always allow?
Yes.
Is your mic gonna go louder than that? That was a struggle to hear. Okay.
Better?
You trying to hear that?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like fuel strategy paid off in the end. Congratulations on the victory. Was the incident that pushed you back earlier in the race, is that what put you in fuel conservation mode, or was that the strategy from the beginning?
No, it was a strategy from the beginning. The incident earlier, that was just me touching the track and the apron at the same time. And I want to apologize to HMS for that. Wasn't intentional or anything. But starting the third stage, I knew it was, if you want to have a chance to win it, it was a 3-stop race. So you had to at least run all of the first 3 completely dry in order to make it. And as soon as I saw the leaders start pitting with like 1 lap of fuel left, I knew that they were going to be like 2 laps short.
Alright, so you heard it here first live. He intentionally took out HMS. That's probably going to be a point detail. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I was telling the guys I practiced with you, and I'd seen that you were doing the fuel conservation, and we couldn't tell up here, obviously, how many laps left everybody had. It looked to me like you had just fallen back. Congratulations on the victory, man. I can't say enough about it. That's cool. You got underdogs victory. Unfortunate events here for Young boy Terrell, he's not going to be a very happy person, and then all those fumes in his car from running out of gas, he's probably even a little bit more heated. On that note, guys, any final words, Archangel? NRG?
Oh, hey, congrats on the win, man. We thought you boogered up getting on the pit road, but now that we know what happened, hey, good strat, man. Congrats on the win, and yeah, man, on next week. Next week will be interesting. That's anyone's race next week.
And Delgatro, any final words?
No, I mean, Captain Jack, hey, congrats, man. That was a heck of a run there to save fuel, but nothing much after that.
Alright, on that note, Mountain Dew is in here, but unfortunately time restrictions, we're only going to get enough time for that one interview, so we're going to cut this broadcast short, and stay tuned. Here within about 15 minutes or so, we'll be having the Custom Xfinity race going live.
We call that BR.